Yeah, no, I was real proud of the boys to step up. Just the application this week and how tuned in they were to what we were doing, and the group intelligence on the court's improving all the time. So it's it was great to get the win up in Cairns, and tonight's it's always hard to beat a team that's in a knockout situation, that they're throwing everything at, they're gambling, and credit to them for the fight back they had in that third quarter, and we were able to hold them off.
We've got 22 one game, and you're 16 out this one at 1 point. Did you ever envisage that you were going to have that sort of domination throughout the series?
Oh, look, I knew we were going to win a game by 20, but I just didn't know which one. We were tracking along that path to improvement and sharing the ball and playing some, having each other's back on the defensive end. So the group dynamic was going in the right direction. The last month, our guys have been fabulous. It's being consistent. We're probably inconsistent at the start of the year, and that had to do with injuries. We had a stable roster now, and guys can play their roles, and so it's a little bit more settled, and the guys are playing the role, the part of the team that we need, and it's that's showing on the basketball court.
How pleasing was that first half? Just scored 22 points and only one of their players hit more than one basket.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Trice was the scorer. Yeah, it was to hold a team like that to 22, 8 points in the first quarter is unbelievable, and then hold them to 22 for the half. That sets yourself up, and our defense is our backbone. And when we lock on and play defense and show the intensity out there, it breaks some teams, and we'll be able to do that early.
What message do you think it sends the rest of the competition, that everyone's been talking about the Cotton player, the 1-2 punch, and then he steps up tonight and he's 20?
Yeah, well, Jesse got some really good looks, and it's a part of the clog. They were trapping Bryce, so they've got to leave someone open, and Jesse came on and got some really good looks out of that, and got on a bit of roll, and we look for him every single time down the court there at one stage, and that's the group intelligence that I'm talking about, that it's not a one-man band. We find the open guy and make the extra pass, and when we do that, we're good.
Trevor, around Christmas, you're sitting on the bottom of the ladder. I think the rest of the league probably celebrating that maybe you're going to struggle. Can you believe you're in a grand final, the position you're in?
Well, we weren't far away, even though the ladder, it was just so even, the competition. You got to play, and I think around that stage I used an analogy of the Melbourne Cup. There's no use barking about when you still got 1,600 metres to run, and that's the halfway mark. And we know that down the straight you got to have the whips cracking, so to speak, and you got to play great form down the back end of the year. We got some great momentum. The last weekend we had to win 2 games, or we're done, we're toast. We carry that momentum over to get the win in Cairns and tonight again. So we're improving, which is a great sign. Looking forward to playing some more.
Does a 5-game grand final series suit you? I know you don't know your opponents, but does 5 games, you think you can grind out 3 wins? It has to be one away from home, obviously.
Yeah, exactly right. So it's be something that we haven't won a championship on the road. So if that eventuates, or we play the Hawks here at home. So, we'll rest up and get ready for next week. But our guys are playing great at the moment, and we want to keep playing.
Potentially, how big an advantage getting the job done in 2 games with the other 2 not taking it to 3?
Yeah, and especially like we're a little bit older team. We've got some guys 30s on the wrong side of 30, so to have that break is fantastic. And in the 5-game series, it's pretty full on. So it's nice to have a couple of days that we can get the bodies right.
How do you handle that, and how do you handle? Is there a difference not knowing whether you're playing home or away to start with? Is that part of your preparation?
Not really. We know we play next Monday, so we'll prepare for next Monday game 1, either here or in Adelaide. So it's good to have a bit of break and get back on the court and prepare well.
Jesse, you've been blessed with playing your grand final really since you've come here. How does this one? I mean, they say this year's been the toughest competition. You're a bit more impressed with the team's performance this year than years gone by?
Oh, look, it's nice to get in one. I think the feeling around the group's good, but we really haven't won anything yet. We're playing for a championship, and that's the goal. And if you go in the grand final, then it's not really a great season, is it? So we're going for a championship, and grand final is just that next step.
You were on obviously tonight. You must have felt good out there performing.
Yeah, it was nice to see the ball go through the hole. Trevor mentioned it before. Bryce gets so much attention. Gus gets so much attention down low. Casey. I think we're a pretty deep team, and when guys double and guys make the right decision, guys are unselfish, it's tough to play against us.
Trevor, you think last year's grand final series, having to play games in such quick succession, like New Zealand and back, does that condition you for a longer slot like this time coming up?
Yeah, it's different playing 5 games. Certainly that 3-game series in 5 days is unbelievable. That's just, it shows a lot of character when you go through that, because there's a lot of stuff outside your control, and it's easy to say, no, I don't want to do it. And look, we've been to the top of the mountain, so to speak, before. We know what it takes to get there, and there's some signs on our team and some indications that we're heading down that path, and that's why it's so exciting. We're still playing great basketball, we're getting improving, and now we've got a 5-game series to see if we're the best team in the league.
And Casey again tonight, 24 points, 10 rebounds for the Sissies last month's been unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's he had a real poor game up in, Cairns, and look, we sat down and had a talk, and he actually picked out everything that was wrong with his game. I didn't have to say anything. I just ate my sushi, and so it was the self-awareness that he's got and the determination that to start playing like he was at the start of the year. He's put that into action.
Can you prepare this? What do you do now in the next few days? You've got a couple of days now just to wait. Do you just focus on yourselves now?
Yeah, well, that's what we're all doing from 2 weeks ago when we didn't know if we were going to make it or not. A lot of that stuff is outside our control, so our coaches do a great job for scouting the opposition, and now it's for to get healthy and keep our shooting touch and get ready for Monday.
Where do you think you'll play?
I don't know. You tell me. We're either here at home or in Adelaide, so there's two for you.
Now, how proud, pretty much every coach we've had in here over the last 5 or 6 weeks, opposition coach, has said we strive to be the Wildcats, such a professional outfit, championship. How proud it is that to be leading a team that your opposition is talking about like that?
Yeah, it's the culture. The culture was started before I got here, and the guys, the senior group, bring people in. So I don't know how many new players we've got this year, 4 or 5, but they bring them into how to play the right way, and that's led by Damo, how to play on the court and prepare. You've got Sean is the ultimate professional at the training track. We've got first-class staff just to make sure we're getting the best out of individually and collectively, and if they work the system works for them, and that's the best part of it. And we had a high turnover from last year, and different imports come in, and it's just to keep the faith. It could have quite easily gone down a different path if the guys didn't believe and trust in each other. And I think we were 3 games in the hole on the ladder, and we all of a sudden we pull a big win out. We released Jaron Johnson, and we pull a big win out in Wollongong with only 2 imports, down in import and on the road and in a hostile place. And that was I guess that was a bit of a turning point, and said, hey, listen, we can still make some noise here, and bringing Bryce in and getting him some synergy with his teammates and our system is worked, and there's a lot of blue sky ahead for us.